To make these vines for my Stranger Things haunt, these are the only things I'm going to use. I have the twine here, black paint, red paint that I got on clearance. I have Great Stuff. It was on clearance as well, so it was 2 for $7, and Saran wrap. This is all I'm going to use to make the vines for that eerie looking Stranger Things scene with the Mind Flare and the Demogorgons and the upside down. So this is going to be that project. So what I'm going to do right now is make vines, and I'm kind of making this up from the top of my head of what I've seen other people do mixed up with other things, and I'm just going with the flow, and I think this will work. I'm using Saran wrap, and there is 100 square feet of this, so I'm going to run it all the way down my yard. I have twine, 99-cent store, 99-cent store. I'm going to have a bunch on one end stick out, and I'm going to line the twine along with the Saran wrap all the way down to the other side and have a whole bunch on the end of that side so you could tie off things with it. You get your Great Stuff, your foam, and I'm going to spray a line of it along the twine all the way down, and then I'm going to squish it up. I'm going to let it dry, and then afterwards, after it dries, I'm going to spray paint it the colors I want and dry brush it after that. And hopefully, even if it breaks a little bit, I'm going to twist it around things and let it hang and all that stuff. So wish me luck, and I think it will be really cool when it's done. So I'm going to show you what I have done right now. I have the Saran wrap laid out. I have my twine laying in the middle. I have a whole bunch extra. It's hard to see, but it's all laying over here for tying off knots. And the next thing I'm going to do is spray the spray foam in a line in between onto the Saran wrap and the twine, and then wrap them together. It says to shake vigorously for 60 seconds. You know, I used to like do my makeup for these videos and my hair and make sure I had the right clothes on, and right now when it's 90 degrees out and you've been building things all Halloween season, you don't care what you look like anymore. So I apologize right now if I'm not beautiful enough for you. All right, it's probably 60 seconds of me talking. I'll know when I edit this video. All right, if you haven't used Great Stuff before, it's fun, but it's very messy, and I should be wearing gloves. You know what? I'm gonna go get gloves. I'll be right back. Okay, so I used 1 can for this much. I could go ahead and measure that for you. That way you know how much 1 can goes for, and I will let you know. So I'm going to just sit this here, let it drip, and I didn't finish that one. And I'll go get a measuring tape so you guys have an idea of how long this went. So that there's about 16 feet. So the next thing I'm going to do is kind of roll it up and squish it up into the Saran wrap, and then I'm just going to let it sit and let it dry. I'm sure you can take it while it's still flexible and wrap it around things so it dries that way. I might try that. I might not. The only thing I'm worried about is you can't paint it afterwards, and it depends on what you put it on. I'm going to put it on my columns of my house that I really don't want black and red. That's why I wanted to paint them afterwards. I was okay if they broke a little bit, but I might try to wrap them around my fence and see how it looks. Of course. All right, now we wait. I'm just gonna let them chill out, and I'm actually bought another can of the thicker stuff, so I'm gonna make 3 more or maybe 2 more of the thicker stuff. So out of 2 cans of Great Stuff, I did about 3 long vines. This is out of the big can, so I only got 2 vines out of that. Over here laying down drying, I have the other 2 that I showed in the video. And then so over here on my fence I have another smaller vine drying. And so that 2 cans gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vines. One was regular stuff, one was the more puffier great stuff. And I forgot how many feet I told you, so do the math. So now it's time to paint. They look like guts or vines or tendrils. So it depends on how you paint them, what you want them to look like. So going for Stranger Things, right, Lakin? So I'm dry brushing the tendrils for the Stranger Things vines, the tendril vines that I'm going to wrap around my columns. So all I'm doing is getting some black acrylic, and I get the paintbrush a little wet, and I just dry brush. Not too heavy, not too good. I mean, not too. Just my dog. He's lazy. He's sleeping. So anyways, I have a few done already. It looks a little red right now, but when the light gets on it, you can kind of see what it looks like. There's some good spots, and there's some bad spots, but some spots look really cool. It like bubbled out. Anyway, so after I dry brush them, and if I like the way they look, I am just gonna hang them up with the twine that we left hanging out in the back. And if I don't like it, I can get my airbrush. It's my son. I'll use my airbrush and add some more color to it. Maybe some green. We'll see.